Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Krista.
With the Big Family Homestead. And you don't know this because, well, you will here in a second because I'm going to tell you. We film these things out of order sometimes.
A lot of times.
Excuse me. Indigestion. No,
That's a cow.
it is a cow. That's an unhappy cow. We're going to talk about that
cow, yeah.
unhappy cow in just a little bit. But springtime, so things are jumbled up. Sometimes we film, oh, rush, what's going on? And then sometimes you can pause a little bit because there's rain. But let's go through the overview. First things first. Well, there's a lot of important stuff, actually. There's something really important, really important when it deals with inflation and gas prices and food prices, because things are going to get weird. We're going to talk about it coming up here in a sec. But before we do, let's talk about our friends. We had friends coming over who were interested in homesteading.
Yeah, they're a younger family. They have 3 little kids, and they are wanting to learn.
One had roast beef. One had, no, that's not how that
I
works.
didn't say 3 little piggies. No, they have 3 amazing
They
little kids.
were awesome kids.
Their kids are awesome. I love them to death. So.
Cute.
Yes.
Cute.
So cute. Leo, oh my goodness.
And you know what's funny is, okay, this is going to be squirrel. Weird with
We're
Brad
not
like
used
that.
to, we don't do that at all.
No.
Yeah.
I don't mind cow poop. No. I don't even mind pig poop so bad. Goat poop, not really it's not a big deal.
An issue, no.
Chicken poop, people poop.
Blech.
But their kids were so cute.
Yeah.
He had a load in his diaper, and I let him come up into the tractor anyway.
And it didn't matter.
I was like, you get up here. We're going to... He liked the honk, the horn. And it was roasty.
Yeah.
He was percolating.
All good. He's
Cute.
He's about 2.5 years old, and he's a doll. They all are. And
You can't say that about Dad. Dads aren't.
I meant the kids. I'm talking about the kids.
Okay.
The children. The children.
Children.
Yeah. No, the children I love to death.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's cool is that there are people out there who are waking up, understanding, wait a minute, how do we do X, Y, and Z? I don't know. And they're figuring out, I should probably learn these skills.
Yeah.
And so we are like, yeah, we'll show you what we know. We don't know everything because...
We'll show you what we do know.
Yeah.
Yep. But Mom and Dad are really sweet people. We love their family, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And we're only saying that because of the video.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
That's
okay.
Not true.
No, we really
They'll
like
be
them.
watching this video too, which is really funny.
No, they won't. I don't know. I'm teasing. So, the mooing, the bellowing.
Yes.
Nice cue, honey.
Yeah. Her name is Honey. So, she is mad right now.
She's ticked.
Well, her calf is about 6 weeks old and is starting to... calves can get really rough on their mama's teats, and it's starting to cut her teats. So we had to pull her and start bottle feeding her. So Mom is not real happy that we've pulled the calf away from her.
Calf.
It's really for her benefit.
Well, and there's a bigger reasoning behind it. The calf's name is Clover. Mm-hmm. And we had kind of made our mind up that, okay, we've got Dottie as a milker and Honey as a milker, and that was going to be enough. Right. 2 milkers, 2 beef cows. That way you've got older ones, and then they're staggered down to younger ones. That way you've always got milk,
right,
and cheese and all that stuff, and then you've always got meat.
Right.
Because they're staggered.
Well, every year we would have an older cow or an older steer really in the spring and a new one, so that way then the steer would go to the butcher in the fall, and then the other one would go through the next whole year and a half. Freezer camp. Yeah.
It's a vacation.
It is a vacation. It's very chilly there.
So continuing on, Clover,
yes.
She has pulled at Brad's heartstrings more than she has pulled at Mama's.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love her dearly. She's such a sweetheart.
Oh, scratch my neck.
Oh, yeah. She loves it when you scratch her neck.
And she's become just the sweetest cow. And we've kind of looking, okay, here's part of what's coming in the rest of the video. Looking at what's coming down the pike in terms of society. We've kind of come to the conclusion that it's not going to just be us that we're going to need to be providing for in terms of barter.
Right.
Milk, cheese, bread, eggs, honey, those sort of things that we can produce. We've started waking up, looking at the writing on the wall and seeing that, hey, it might be a good thing to have a third milk cow.
Yep.
And Clover is a beaut.
She is. She's gorgeous. So.
Well, that's kind of messed everything up, but in a good way.
Yeah, it is in a good way.
So Mom, I'm surprised she quieted down. Well, now she doesn't care that we're on video. She's
yelling on and off. So.
She's hollering. But just so you're aware, the calf share thing is still happening. So Clover still gets Mama's milk. It's just not the same as it was.
It's actually what happens is I milk honey out real fast. Not real fast.
Like,
yeah, no. I use the surge
Muhammad
milker.
Ali.
I use the milker to milk out the
Float
mom.
like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
You be quiet.
Muhammad
For 2
Ali.
seconds. And then I take that nice warm milk from the can, pour it into some calf bottles, and then go feed it to her. So, and then while I'm feeding her, the other cow is getting milked. So
I'm the greatest in the world.
You're ridiculous.
I met Muhammad Ali a couple times.
I know, but you so many squirrels.
He was actually quite generous, even though he was a little bit in advanced years. You know, and obviously you take a few punches to the head like he did. Things aren't going to be normal.
Yeah, that kind of messes things up a little bit.
I don't need punches to be like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, now that you've completely derailed us with Muhammad Ali, Mother's Day. How about that, mother?
Huh? What mother?
You.
How about that mother?
Your mother. No, not your mother.
I was gonna say not my mother.
We decided to. We've been hinting at it, and we decided to get Mom a nice backsplash for the kitchen going.
Yeah.
That's been a challenge.
Yeah.
Although it's saved us a ton of money, and I don't mean on car insurance. I do mean in actual backsplashes.
Right. Tile backsplash is a lot more money, and this has been really. It took some learning at first how they go together, but it has been so easy to put these up, and it just has.
They're textured.
Yep.
They're thick.
They're 3D.
They're waterproof.
Yep, and they're so pretty. It literally has changed the look of the kitchen.
I would say I'm looking
at it now, and it
looks
has
really
changed
great.
The whole thing. It looks so pretty.
Well, in the under cabinet lighting, that has been the nightmare.
Yeah.
Because, okay, carpenters, handymen, DIY, women and men, you will be clicking "yup" in the comments section when I tell you what I'm going to tell you. And I'm not busting on our former owners, the builders of this house, because they're great people, and I get it. Stuff happens. You do things based on what is in front of you right now. But when you go back in and you're trying to figure out how somebody did a thing, and you don't know what they did, especially with electrical, or why they wired it a certain way, or why this light switch turns on something across the whole house, which
has happened
several times today. My fingers are raw. I can't even play guitar.
Yeah.
But figuring out, okay, now what made this click?
Why is it going this way?
Go back to the fuse box and then checking wires. So DIYers, handymen, carpenters, electricians, you will all say it's far better to do new construction than figure out what the former person did.
Unless you're ripping out all the drywall and all the electrical and starting from scratch, and that's just
kind of the same.
like a nightmare. Yeah.
So that's what we've been doing. Troubleshooting, DIY, figuring out. But it's turning out really, really snazzy.
Yeah.
The under cabinet lighting, okay. I'm still pushing for the trim, baby.
If we can't find a matching stain, then no. It's got to match. The only thing is, we found out today.
The stain doesn't match.
The stain doesn't match. Well, no.
We got what we thought was right twice.
What we thought was right, but not. And what we found out today,
talking to
the previous owner's daughter, she said that her husband, who did the staining,
did a lot of work on it.
Used a mix, and he doesn't remember the recipe. Oh, goodness. And that's okay. Honestly, it's really okay. We will
It's life.
Figure out something. We'll go get some stain samples and bring them home and see if we can get something close.
But here's the thing, is that the trim looks so cool.
The trim is beautiful. It really is.
And we got it all ready to go. It just needs to be stained and tacked up there. What?
Puzzle and Dottie are playing.
They're running.
She was rubbing her head on his behind, and now they're running and playing, yeah.
It's just like in Pamplona, Spain, the running of the bulls.
Yeah.
Except it's a donkey and a milk cow.
A milk cow.
And nobody's involved, and there's not any
there's no
goring.
horns, thank
Nobody's
goodness.
getting gored.
Yeah, no. It's funny. Of course, you never know. Somebody might get gored out there. Anyway, so what else are we talking about?
Oh, I know. If you have the means, folks, stock up. Mm-hmm. Stock up. Food's gonna go through the roof soon. It's gonna go through the roof soon. And actually, I can tell you, I just recently went to Aldi store last night, and prices are up on a lot of things. Some things were down, to be fair, but prices are up on a lot of things. But they were placing limits on like things like canned corn, canned peas, meats.
Canned things, yeah.
And meats were very expensive.
Yeah.
But that's not the reason why I think we should be concerned. And by the way, this isn't fear. This is, hey, pay attention.
Just pay attention, yeah.
Pay attention, and if you have the means, make some changes. There's no fear. We're not afraid of what's coming. I mean, I don't like where our country is. I don't like what our politicians are doing.
We're not
but
scared.
We're not frightened by it. It is what it is.
We just have to pay attention and prepare for whatever. I mean,
Scout's honor.
I can tell you this. We have had so many people email us, call us saying, thank you for putting this information out, because
in a sane way.
We're not.
Oh my gosh, everything's burning.
No, we're not doing that. But they're saying thank you for doing this, because we started preparing, and then my husband got ill, or my husband lost his job, and we had
to live on it.
We had stuff to live on. Mm-hmm. It saved our bacon. So we're not doing this just because of economic crisis or the zombies are coming, or it's for whatever.
Oh, those zombies. No, I don't know. No. I'm not going there.
No, it's to prepare for whatever, not the what if. No, it's not. I'm not what if, but stuff. It's for life, honestly, just life.
However, and I agree with you, but I'd like to add a news story that you may not have read about because it didn't make it on CNN and ABC and CBS and.
No, it wouldn't either.
No, and even on Fox that I saw. But I don't know if you noticed this, but the biggest cyber hack of all time has just happened on our energy supply, our oil. There was a company called Colonial Supply. You guys can correct me on that. But they've got a pipeline that goes from Texas all the way up to, I believe, New Jersey. And they got hacked, and they're still trying to, as I have been reading this throughout the day, they're still trying to figure out what went on. They don't know, but they shut off supply. Now, if something is that bad where they will shut off supply, that means prices go up. That's just how it is.
The oil's coming from Texas.
And
New
trust me,
Jersey's
people.
not getting any.
No, trust me. I know that oil is supposed to be bought in futures, but that's not how it actually manifests in the real world.
No.
They jack the prices up. And so if food is already on the rise and the market has been flooded with all these fiat dollars that they're just pumping cash into the system via COVID relief or PPP loans or you name it. They're pumping cash into the society, but prices are still going up. Energy prices are going to be going up. And now all of a sudden supply is going to be coming to a trickle, hopefully, prayerfully, that everything goes fine and it was just a blip on the radar. But I'm here to tell you, think about it like this, folks. If you go, oh, well, that's fine. It was just a day, Brad. What's the big deal? If somebody thinks they can hack the biggest energy supplier on the whole eastern seaboard of the United States and they can get away with it, which they did, don't you think they're going to do it again? Don't you think they're going to do it bigger and better the next time?
Yeah.
Because if they're nefarious, they're nefarious. Think ahead, people.
Yeah.
If they're doing it once, that's a toe in the water. What do you think? Can we get away with this? No way. They still have 1970s technology, 1980s technology?
Come on.
Yes, they do.
That's nuts. Really?
Not all of it.
Most of it.
Not all. No, I'm not going to go there.
Okay.
Not all of it, but just if you have the means, fill up the tanks, get some diesel, buy the expensive things that you would not normally have the money to stock up on because you might not have it soon.
Yeah.
It may be priced out of your ability to get it. What if a $3 bottle of shampoo is now
$8
or $15? Learn how to make it.
loaf of bread.
Learn how to make it. It still costs us 30 cents for a big, gigantic loaf.
Yep.
And there's no chemicals in it. So, with that, I got to go edit this video so that you guys will hear this.
I'm going to go finish the backsplash.
I need some Band-Aids for my fingers because of all the...
Got a few cuts, yeah.
What good's a project if you don't have actual blood, sweat, and tears in it? I don't have tears yet, but got the blood and the sweat.
The sun is out. Oh, it's so warm.
It is nice. Anyway, that's it for the day, guys. I'm Brad.
I'm Krista.
Guys, have an amazing and blessed day.